passage of Neptune from Pisces into Aries, which happens only once every 165 years, I've taken that to be a signature, a mythological signature around the notion of a threshold. There's a huge threshold that comes with this experience, as far as I can tell. And so I've taken it upon myself to kind of evoke that notion, and using ChatGPT and of course my own thoughts and creative expression through different media. It really has been a threshold for me personally, but I'm seeing that this is, in terms of a whole species-wide moment, this is a significant turning point. And the fact that the Sphinx comes into the picture, the Sphinx is oriented to the world axis, which links Aries and Libra. So when we hit the first degree of Aries, we're starting a whole new realm of consciousness. And yeah, I've been up for kind of celebrating that, and I got the vision of stand at zero, and been putting it out there, best I can. And you guys have been a big part of that. So then came the actual day, February 27th, 2026. I'll just share the text here. In the winter of 2024, I became aware of Neptune's approach to the Aries-Libra world axis and felt it as a living threshold, a rare invitation for humanity to step consciously into a new 165-year cycle. Moved by this moment, I reached out through social media, inviting people everywhere to pause at high noon, wherever they may be, and give thanks for the gift of being alive. I chose February 27th, 2026, the day Neptune fully entered Aries, as the beginning of a simple, enduring daily practice. The protocol is beautifully simple. Pause at high noon, wherever you are, and in your own way, express gratitude for your life. Know that within this simplicity lies quiet power. This is not merely symbolic. It is existential alignment. When even one person becomes present, grateful, and inwardly coherent, something shifts. When many do so together, across time zones, cultures, and circumstances, that shift gathers strength. Coherence spreads gently, carried not by force, but by resonance. There's a bar at the bottom that's interfering in my reading here. Sorry. Yeah, I can't. Sorry, I can't see the
last paragraph.
Yeah, do you see it?
I can see it. Yes.
My hope is that the shared moment of presence becomes a steadying light within the human field, a soft yet meaningful counterbalance to the currents of division and conflict set in motion the following day by Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald J. Trump. And then at the bottom it has gratitude,
right on.
Peace, gratitude, war. I do see it. I think I see a typo. I don't know if it's epic fury.
Epic fury.
Epic fury.
Epic fury only has one R.
Okay.
And epic furry would be one of those younger generations animal costumes.
There you go.
Which sounds more fun.
Oh yeah. Kidding. Yeah. So the the notion of choice is important here. To me anyway, at this stage in my development, that's the way it has presented itself. But I realize that this going to war is all very nuanced, at least at the outset. And so I've been trying to wrap my head around it all, and the fact that this stand at zero, unbeknownst to me until the day, that's when I became aware of the epic fury. It wasn't before that. It was that day. So as we moved into this new 165-year cycle, I mean, how coincident,
Yeah. Well, I listened to the guy that's running for Senate in Maine, and he's a Marine, an oyster farmer, fisherman. He's a community organizer, and he's running for the Senate of the U.S. And he's just this down-to-earth guy. And he says that's what's missing, and it's only there's this. Doesn't matter what they're doing. This is in Washington. There's just this circle of people that are controlling all this war and money, and it's all set up that way. And he's running and is urging more quote unquote normal people to run and get back to where it's looking after the people versus these people that are just creating these conflicts.
Right on.
So it was very refreshing to hear him. He was interviewed on Jon Stewart's podcast. And he's really got the people behind him to he's running against Susan Collins, who's been, in the Senate for a long time, and just he's backed by all these special interests, and he's finding the people that he's talking to, doesn't matter what political party, they've had enough of these people just benefiting for themselves off of it instead of looking after the common people. So there's what feels like a new movement at this 0 point.
Yeah, thanks for that. So stand at zero, a little quote just to invoke that action. War is the visible sign of collective incoherence, human intention broken apart and magnified at scale. Stand at zero reminds us that coherence begins in the individual, and that each person who stands in presence and alignment becomes a seed of coherence for the whole.
Yeah.
We've talked many times about the seed man, seed woman concept. And it really does bring the notion of the individual right to the forefront.
Yeah. And I know you talked about how that coherence lines up with the pyramids. And following that, with each moon, each year. And that word is very strong right now because it's in my other group too. This
the word coherence, is that?
Yeah, the word coherence is coming up. So that's a very strong word at the moment that's showing up.
Yeah, I've been having the same experience, like coherence suddenly coming from in the context that, seems so familiar, but all of a sudden there's this coherence, and then
Mhm.
2 minutes later, I'm getting another one, coherence.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right on, right on.
Yeah, from different sources.
From different sources, exactly.
Yeah.
So something going on here.
Hmm.
Something awesome going on.
Something,
Yes.
something you can choose.
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen this yet, you guys, or not.
Is that lightning or is that Brenda's cement truck?
Dumping quite a load.
Right. Wow.
Wow is right.
Mm.
And everything said leading into that, you have such a gift of putting things out there in a beautiful and profound way.
Oh, thank you.
But it felt like a storm. Is there something about the storm?
Temple of Thunder.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, the image on the right shows the Temple of Thunder being and the empowered
Mhm.
human. That's that particular combination that kind of brings this whole notion of the Temple of the Feathered Serpent forward. The fact that my temple of birth is the Temple of Thunder, and along the way discovered that Barbara's temple of birth was empowered human. And so the two of us back to back for several years were aware of this larger notion of the whole temple. And it all came from this particular image.
Mm.
And she, at the same time, did her silk paintings. And of course, she did all 20 glyphs.
Mhm.
And one that she did for Star Harmony. No, it was her. She had done the empowered human, and that was without knowing that I was working on the temple of the feathered serpent. So she's creating an image that's kind of expresses the whole vibe, and she's unaware of this larger context, which has been so much of my own journey on this path. Is you do things like we all are. We're all living within the lunation cycle on a day-to-day, month-by-month basis.
Mhm.
Little knowing that that rhythm is embedded in the orbit of Uranus around the sun, the 84-year 4 quadrants journey. So it's something to keep in mind, is that if every vibratory level that we're tuned into has a transcendent dimension to it. And if we're open to discarding limiting beliefs, we will enter that larger frame of reference and
Mhm.
undergo expanded consciousness. And very interesting to me is this notion of coherence as it applies to the lunation cycle as a coherent sine wave. And the image we have here, from a new moon, 0 point,
Mhm.
up to first quarter, and then up to full moon, back through last quarter, and then into a new moon. And this is the essential. These are the essential elements of the lightning path that we're working with on a constant basis. And just by showing up at new moon, we're grounding a whole cosmology here. And it all comes through this regular attention to a coherent sine wave.
Mm-hmm.
We're embodying the coherence. We're manifesting the coherence.
Yeah.
And so here we have the feathered serpent. And the lightning path is a mythic framework of coherent consciousness that can host innumerable subroutines. It does not impose meaning. Rather, it provides a stable rhythm in which meaning can appear. One rhythm, many stories.
Oh, I love that word. Subroutines. And there's the sub.
Oh, good one. I didn't make that connection.
No.
Fantastic.
Subroutines. I like that.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, we're on another subroutine.
I think the other day I changed it from, what did I have in there? Subtexts.
Mm-hmm.
But then the subroutines actually rings for me over to John Lilly's work on the human biocomputer. And then in the human the schema of levels of the human biocomputer, one is the level of subroutines. They're the most
Wow.
detailed aspect of whatever it is that we're considering, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
love
getting
this
to
image of the feathered serpent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's all your consecutive lunation cycles. Check which one you like, you know, whether
Mm-hmm.
it's the star flower at the top or the triangular guy or just the lines, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're all moving ahead together, and we can tune into that rhythm and tell our story.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Tell our story and live our story.
Live our story, exactly. So here we're getting down to the core essentials of the whole of the lightning path development. In the upper right-hand corner, we have, and I created this image and I have no idea how I did it. Every time I look at it, it's like, where did that come from?
Mm-hmm.
But there's your 21-year orbital cycle of one season of Uranus. And that would be a synchronic view where you get all the temples at once consolidated in a single image. Down below that, we have another representation of the same 21-year season. Only now we're looking at these 20 hieroglyphs or 20 temples that constitute the temples of the feathered serpent, of the lightning path. So we're on the beam, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
To the extent that we can stay on the beam, we're going to be in coherence. And if we're into being scattered and chaotic, well, yeah, we're definitely out of the coherent zone, and we know what that feels like. Lack of alignment, and it can be very disconcerting. You know, we get caught up in it, especially when you have a war situation. It's manifesting that on a big scale.
Yeah.
And
Well, the war looks like those incoherent, scattered, chaotic
absolutely.
rubble.
Yeah.
And that was the Gulf War rubble sitting in front of the painting, The Descent of the Skywalkers.
Yes.
Yes.
The first Gulf War in 1990. And that was my response to, what was coming at me at the time. I had just had to do something with it, and I took that energy and boom, just dove into my unconscious and came up with that image of the Skywalkers, which has persisted, in the many years since. It's been a real signature image for the whole of the lightning path.
So that current lunation in red,
Yeah.
that circle of triangles, are there 20 of those?
Yes.
Wow. So there it is
Or 22.
in that circular, and then below it's in a linear.
Yes.
Mhm.
Usually called diachronic. So there's synchronic and diachronic. And we're getting both views. And each has its use, kind of.
And the synchronic is the red one,
Yes.
and the diachronic is the linear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is, diachronic view. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it in the fine print.
Yeah. And that's our lunation journal passage, one sector at a time. To cohere is to align and hold together as a unified field of intention.
Yeah, that's a really clear representation of coherence.
And that's us. There's the three of us here right now, but we know that there's other friends in the field
Mm-hmm.
who aren't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily showing up at this time, but we know that they're moving with
Yep.
us.
Oh yeah.
And it's like was said earlier. It's a gentle process. It's
So
we're not into forcing the issue. We're responding
I see
gently and coherently.
Mhm.
Sorry.
That's okay. I see the feathered serpent just has a similar movement as the submarine.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Going in the same direction.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's very good.
And here we are. New moons and full moons are so important, but we're focusing here at the new moon on the lightning path, a pause, a still point, a field of pure potential, an opportunity to return to coherence. It doesn't assume that we are in coherence. There is a factor of we have to reach out and grab it.
Mhm.
We have to. There is a kind of a yogic practice, a basic minimum practice, in order to stay, in alignment with the phenomenon in front of us, and that's where artistry comes in. There's
Mhm.
there's us being artists, being tricksters. There's work in the world to do,
Mhm.
and
And I hear if we don't, we can be carried away by that incoherence,
mhm.
that chaotic.
That free will choice.
Mhm. To grasp the coherent.
Yeah.
And go for the ride.
So it was the night before last. I was out under the moon, and there it was beaming. And then it was the next morning that I was awakened at 4:44. 5:55 chose to come upstairs and look out, but then looked out, the sun was starting to come up, and then I had strong direction to go around to the other side of the house. And there were the trees, and there was the sun, like literally framed in the trees, and the energy, the brilliance of it. So it was like I had the moon at night, and then the sun aligned with that in the morning. It was powerful to.
Mm.
Right on. Good old direct experience. Not just an idea. You're having a direct encounter.
And not knowing, but keeping aligned as best we can, and then being directed to these amazing experiences of wonderment and delight.
Mm-hmm. So, as has been our practice over the last several lunations, there's this the current lunation and the hieroglyph and number associated with it. This is, if we want to dip into the mythic underpinnings of the path, now is a good time to do that, to become familiar with what Etsnab is all about, to amplify our sense of what number 4 brings to the table. And then to also consider shadow issues with each and every hieroglyph and number. There are shadow issues associated. So let's, contemplate those. And the video that we have here is the video I did of Teresa and I, of our painting of Etsnab, or for Etsnab, 21 years ago, back when we were moving through the previous grid of 260 moons. So this is a very synchronous moment for us. To be coming now again in touch with these images, is quite fortifying, I'm finding. It's like, wow, we did a good thing back then, the artists in us co-creating, and music and image.
Yeah, reading through that, I feel I'm right in it.
Right in the thick of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and without having to figure it out, it showed up.
Uh,
I just uh, being coherent with what the number and the temple is. Wow. Yeah, what I shared earlier, what I'm in the midst right now of creating, this is just all right in line with it. And I said, did you see that the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors that I sent?
yes. The Etsnab
Mm-hmm.
painting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are such a powerful group of paintings.
Yeah.
I had the good fortune of experiencing some of them at the Banff School of Fine Arts back in the 80s. And to
Mm-hmm.
stand in front of that painting, I mean, it was just, well, for me, as what felt to be a very young artist at that point, to witness, to stand close to the painting so that I could be in the same place that the artist was in painting that.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt the devotion and the incredible skill with which he created them one after the
Mm-hmm.
other. I was just like, this was this is a world class artist, at work.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, it's just mind blowing. And now, of course, that painting is included in the what do they call it? Their it's like the museum of all of
All
his
this.
of their works together. Yeah. What were you calling it? Do you have the name for that?
Oh,
There.
they built the temple
Yeah,
or the chapel.
the Chapel of
It
Mirrors.
was the
Exactly.
Chapel of Sacred Mirrors.
Yeah, yeah, right on.
And I was trying to get the artist's name. It's very
Alex Gray.
Alex Gray, right?
Yeah, and his wife. They're very much together.
Mm-hmm.
They met having dropped acid together,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the start of their relationship, which was like 30 or 40 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just incredible. I mean,
Wow.
what they've manifested is just so mind blowing.
Yeah.
So, thanks for bringing that into the whole contemplation here. That was really
Yeah.
good.
There they are. You can see them there.
So, the last word. I can't remember what I put in here. Let's have a look.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Stand at zero. Reset the world not by force, but by
Mm-hmm.
coherence. Honor, and I can't see what it says there. The sun at noon.
They
This,
face the sun at noon, still your mind, feel your presence.
that's it. You got her. Stand at the beginning. Every
Mm-hmm.
day is an opportunity to begin again. And if we, from
Mm-hmm.
that vantage point of the high noon in our life experience, we can make strategic decisions from that power point if we so choose. If we make a practice of it, a daily practice. I mean, I'm finding, because I'm doing exercises along with, just tuning into the sun, and it has been so good for my health. And
Mm-hmm.
just encourage people to come up with your own practice, but it doesn't have to be much. Like I'm less than 10 minutes to run through the
Mm-hmm.
routine that I have, but I do it every day, so it means
Mm-hmm.
something to have that continuity. And I feel very fortunate. I can, at this age, I'm still able to do a 77 push-ups.
Yeah.
And it's a gift, but I have to reach for it.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I get to 70 push-ups, and it's getting harder all the time, to push on up to 77. and the direction is going higher. So like by next year, I'll have to be doing 78 instead of
Mhm.
76.
One more.
One more, yeah, and it really helps to have the foundation of all other 70, under your belt.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, I can do it. So,
Yeah. Well, I know I have the daily, well, 4 days a week with Tai Chi,
mhm.
and then I have a day of Qigong and stretching, and
Nice.
uh, and then now walking around the lake on Sundays with friends.
Oh, good.
So there's a lot of movement happening, which has made a huge difference
Yeah.
in energy for sure.
Hmm.
Can hear a clock ticking.
Yeah, I hear
It's
almost like
just
a
like
grandfather clock.
almost like a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, I don't hear that.
yeah, I hear it. Whose clock is it?
I
It's
have one.
interesting.
I have one downstairs that I can usually hear, but
Well, funny. Yeah, I don't have one.
and did we just
I
listening
do
to
have
the
one right there, but I don't hear it.
Wow.
that might be it. And I didn't
Well,
hear it earlier. And was it that we just became coherent, that we went into that stillness with the music, and all of a sudden we
yeah,
can
now
hear
we can
each
hear
other?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, expanded awareness. Hmm.
Yeah, I hear it. Click, click, click.
Hmm.
Wow.
It makes me think of my clock downstairs that makes this sound all the time, but I don't hear it all the time because I'm not in the place of listening. It's like life, all that's going on around us, but we're not always conscious of it until we choose to be.
Hmm.
Yeah, choice.
Or
I always
sometimes we're
think of choice.
forced.
Choice is the final frontier.
Yes. The
Yeah,
very first
conscious choice.
the
Hmm.
very first business card I did, um, after my husband and I separated, I had a tree of life on the front, and then the back I had choices. We all have choices. And the quote about I went to the woods because I chose to live. Oh, what is it? And not die without living. That's not it, but I chose to go to the woods. Anyway, something like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, Sophia had on her dental business card, choose health through the mouth.
Mm.
Hmm.
And it was like, yeah, have a clean mouth, and it's what you put into your mouth. You have the choice, good foods, and you also have the choice of what comes out of your mouth in terms of words.
Right on.
So it was, uh, yeah, that was at the bottom tagline of her business card.
Cool. Hmm.
That ticking of the clock is amazing.
Hmm. Yeah, it's amplified.
But we never,
No,
yeah.
I didn't hear it before. I didn't.
And your computer didn't move, Dwayne, or
No.
Yeah, get on with it. Time's a ticking.
Yeah. I can hear if I isolate the visual to
Yeah.
the clock. I can definitely hear it
You
ticking
can.
down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's coming in.
Yeah.
Right in from down there.
Very cool.
Thank you so much for that, Dwayne.
Oh, my
Yeah.
pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Very well done. Really helping to define coherence for sure.
Beautifully
I
said.
predict that we'll all be hearing that word more now.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you least expect it.
I think I'm hearing it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're
Yeah, maybe we're ready to move on. Anybody got any closing thoughts?
Lots of gratitude.
Attitude of gratitude. It gets you through just about anything.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
My grandson, we had his 10th birthday party last week, and anyway, they had a cake made, and it had the Tottenham Spurs because they're very into soccer, and it was very, instead of the usual written happy birthday, it was almost like a typeset, and the piece of cake I got said happy.
nice. Yeah, I see you have your Sophia shirt on, and yeah, there were when I posted.
Jaguar.
Yeah, when I posted the anniversary of Sophia's passing, a lot of people are still connected with her.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've been connecting through painting and yeah, it's amazing.
Well, I have her painting on my wall.
Mhm.
Thank you for
Is
that.
that visible from here?
I can take you out for a visit now that the cement truck has stopped.
Yeah,
And there's some little pictures on that wall.
Right.
Anyway. And
oh, the
then,
gallery tour.
and then we'll go out here to a
Yeah.
few little
Whoa.
collections.
Wow.
We'll make our way along.
Holy smokes.
Got all sorts of treasures from around the world.
Huh.
And where are we?
Beautiful.
We're almost there. There it is.
Oh,
Beautiful.
hello.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Yes.
Huh.
Bidden or unbidden, God, not Biden. Bidden or unbidden, God is present, not Biden.
Well, thank you for that. What a
Mhm.
lot of treasures.
And look
Hey.
at that. Wow.
Wow.
There's the emerald tablet, Steve.
Whoa. The Emerald. Right.
Oh, is that a book?
Title of the book?
Yes, yeah. Alchemy for Personal Transformation.
Oh,
Yes. Anyway,
that looks interesting.
and I like, I mean, I like several things, but I love these two little fellows. Like one being very introspective, and the other one just, well, opening. I picture the sun just beaming down into his heart.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one's standing at 0.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You got her.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Oh, and
Whoa, nice.
talk about Egypt and, oh my gosh, what am I doing here?
Oh,
That
Geez,
was
I envision, well, maybe that's what you could wear in the convertible.
that is like a cement thing, and it's made by the architect for the Temple of Luxor in Vegas. Oh, and I've got to put this fellow's. Oh, where am I here? I've got to put his feather back on. He lost a feather. But anyway,
Wow, thank you for the gallery tour. Very
Yes.
you're
beautiful.
welcome. And many years ago, I had this wooden vase, which you obviously can't put water in. And I put out that wish, I really need something to put in it. What will I put in it? I end up going into a florist shop, and there were these flowers made out of pages from a book.
Hmm.
And yeah, they're many years old now, but
Wow, what a nice little nook.
mm,
What's
oops.
the great huge image on the wall behind you,
Oh,
in front of
that
you?
one?
No, left and
That
up.
though that one?
No,
Oh, that's the Abbey in Mission.
okay.
Yeah.
I haven't known about that. That's
Yeah, it's the Westminster Abbey in Mission. It's called the Westminster Abbey.
oh
And yeah,
wow.
quite a lovely place to visit.
Is it a monastery of
Yes.
nuns or?
No, I think it's Jesuit. And at the
Okay,
bottom of the hill are the Clare, the St. Clare. I think there's a place at the bottom of the hill for like not sort of separate for the women. But that's like St. Francis and Clare
right,
were
yeah. The
famous.
Port Clares, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the monastery that we bought for the meditation center in Duncan, were
Okay.
the Port Clare nuns.
My little whoops. If you can hear.
Now I'm hearing a
Can you
chime.
can you hear it? Oh,
Sure
Yep.
can. It's right up
it's
there.
it's just a wee one, but with amazing
Nice.
sound. Yeah. A little tour here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay. And the cement seems to have been poured.
Now my curiosity, I'm wondering if you guys can hear this.
I could play you a flamenco tune while we're waiting. No, I'm just joking.
Go for it.
Maybe I better practice more first.
Oh, I'd love to hear.
Oh,
Tingsha.
love those.
You can hear it?
Not yet. All I
Barely.
got was an initial crunch.
Clink. When you first came in, I thought I heard something, but nothing right now. No.
No,
Oh,
they're
Oh,
not come
yeah.
through. Hmm.
hmm.
It's
Original
interesting.
sound for musicians
You
Oh,
is
can
on.
pick up.
for a minute I thought I heard something again. There, I heard something.
It seems like it's damping it.
Yes.
Interesting. It's maybe a certain
I
spot.
I heard it again.
Hmm.
So you could
'Cause
hear
it's really
that now.
quite loud, so it should really.
Well, it's louder now.
Yes.
Huh. It's just getting the initial clink and then it's not carrying on.
Oh,
Interesting, because then, it's that feel of the vibration where the energy's going. Isn't that interesting?
mhm.
It was like having John Kim do the crystal bowls up in the hayloft and feel that sound
Mhm.
moving around. Okay, now I'm curious. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm, hmm.
So it must be some sort of setting or
Isn't that,
the computer or who knows.
who
Computer
knows?
specific.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, now I'm getting carried away. My card that my granddaughter made for my 75th birthday
Oh,
with a
Wow.
that's
beautiful
lovely.
message inside that she drew
Sweet.
and wrote. Yeah.
Grandma's treasure trove.
Yes.
Yeah, because there was a time with Zoom where you couldn't pick up any like musical instrument.
Right.
Okay.
And now it seems like, I mean, we could just even pick up the ticking of the clock and
Right. Yes.
I'm hearing all your chimes, but not this one.
But how interesting how we could hear yours at certain times.
Hmm.
It's like, was it a leftover, that vibration was still happening? And I don't know. Hmm.
Yeah, because it goes on for quite a while,
Yes. Yeah.
but it goes beyond some scope of the microphone or something.
Mhm. And I see Dwayne's guitar there and the drum.
Settings, audio.
I've up in my oh no, original sound for musicians I have on.
Yes, me
Oh,
as well.
oh, I see in the audio profile, it's clicked on Zoom background noise removal.
So can you change that?
It says automatically adjust noise suppression. Enabling this option may increase CPU usage. There's a button, but it doesn't click off, so I have to go into some other
Hmm.
area, I think.
Truck is about to drive out. I might have to.
So can you
I
hear
changed
this?
it from one to a different type. We'll see if it comes up.
Can hear that?
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can hear that now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Hear that? Yes.
We're on the same wavelength.
There we
Yes.
go.
And here I am getting away from that cement truck again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that worked. I changed it from Zoom background noise removal, and it gives me the option of browser built-in noise suppression. So I clicked on that, and you were able to hear
Yes. Yeah.
the chime.
You
Oh
hearing
yeah,
that? Yeah.
Can
yeah,
feel it.
that's the same type. Yes.
Yeah.
Now I just need to remove my window. There we go. I'm back. I can see us.
Do
So
I?
Brenda, are
That's
you
always
going
good.
to give us a song on the way out?
Well,
Yeah.
no. I had to leave because the cement truck was making noise again.
Oh,
And
right.
that's an honest reason, not an excuse.
Well, great.
And now do I
Yes.
share that the quiet room I've moved into, which I have treasures everywhere,
More
little
treasures.
more
Mhm.
treasures,
Wow.
but
Ah,
and
Beautiful.
I got this
Oh, there's the
card.
mirror. There's the
It
mirror. Thank you.
it was it was a card, and it was like we walked from the gift shop across the field to Hadrian's Wall. Um, this was an artist like a street artist in Warsaw. That was around forever. That I think I got in Yakima, Washington. Anyway, so do I admit that the room of silence is actually a bathroom?
Yeah,
I'm sitting on a closed toilet lid,
yeah, yeah. The room of
and there
silence.
and the
It
mirror.
sounds very sacred.
The door is open. The truck isn't as loud as it was, but it's definitely ramped up again. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you for this test Zoom call. It's always nice to have a test where you can check the settings. So I just
Celebrate.
want to double check.
Right on.
Yes. Very strong feel to it. Oh, wondered.
You'd almost think this was scripted.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was not by us though. No.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then my phone just rang.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's my daughter.
You're being called.
That's right. Right on.
Wow.
I have one daughter and her husband and their youngest son, who's 17, left for Texas this morning because Ty's playing basketball, and he's been invited to some special team and go to Texas to.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, I just had a friend in Tai Chi. She came back from Texas.
Did she?
And I said, "How was it?" She said, "Very buggy." And I
Oh,
remember that. Oh, Sophie and I used to call it, "Oh, I feel ya buggy." There were bugs everywhere. We'd have to jump into the apartment complex had a pool and just had to jump into the pool to get away from it.
Ooh.
it'll be interesting to hear reports when they get back. In the meantime, I'm off to spend the evening with the dogs. Afternoon, evening with them.
She's gone to the dogs.
Yes, yes. Well, because the other two kids are going to be out, so I'll go feed and hang out with them for a while and get my dog fix.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay, guys. Love
Yeah. Yeah. Happy
you
May.
showing up.
You-
Happy full moon. Thank you for the coherent sharing.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much, both of you.
Mhm.
Right on.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.